The other day, I was able to open up a book I had put down for months, and when I opened up the first page, the chapter began with the phrase, "There are no shortcuts." We're constantly being sold the next best thing to get our desired outcome with less input. Yet, a shortcut doesn't yield the same results as work done with intention. When I reflect on my day, I'm less concerned about how long it takes to make a great mix, for example. Instead, I focus on the non-creative tasks and how I can streamline them to make more room for intentional and creative work. And you should try this out as well, because at the end of the day, anybody can get access to a great recording setup for a pretty affordable price. Your unique abilities and your taste is the most important asset to you as an audio engineer. Today, I want to show you how we automate our boring tasks here at the studio to make more room for intentional and creative work. I would spend way too much time labeling and organizing files for delivery once a mix was complete, often worrying if I had labeled them correctly. Being able to organize your files and name them properly is important for professionalism, but ultimately, anybody can name and export files at specific specifications. Creating an automation to do this task allows us to spend more time providing our unique value to our clients. Even if it gives you just an hour of downtime each day, you'll be more rested when you return to your creative work. The program I like to use to automate the boring tasks here at the studio is called SoundFlow. And no, they're not sponsoring this video. SoundFlow works by using blocks of code to do specific commands. So for example, we could have it do something as simple as open the bounce window. We can then combine many small actions to create an entire automation for something specific in our workflow. I walked SoundFlow through the specific specs that I need to export files to my clients. With one click of a button, SoundFlow automatically creates a file at 44.1 24-bit and 44.1 16-bit. And I do this because different distributors have different specs that they want you to upload your music at. Some only accept it at 16-bit and others at 24-bit, and I want each artist I work with to have the ability to go to whatever distributor they'd like to go to. And if they change their mind in the process, they have all the files they need to make the decision they want to make. We also include the instrumental version in case the artist wants to promote their song without the vocal, or if they get any sync licensing opportunities in the future. And lastly, this same automation bounces stems for the entire project based on the VCAs of my mix template. And this acts as a sort of soft backup for our work. I'm sure 20 years from now, there'll be plenty of plugins that are not supported, and I'm sure this version of Pro Tools won't even be able to open. So we want to bake everything into these audio files so we can open it up in the future if need be. I was inspired to do this by Steve Albini. I saw a video on YouTube where he actually archived all of his work on tape because it was the one thing he found that didn't become obsolete over time. I took a similar concept and applied it in the digital realm, and so far, I'm happy with it. When that next new plugin drops that offers you a professional outcome at the click of a button, ignore it and focus on developing your craft. Instead, I encourage you to look for tasks that don't require your taste or technical expertise so you can streamline them. That way you can better serve your artists and your work.